The big headline this morning is about new tariffs. Now, this is fascinating to me. President Trump met with Mark Carney at the finals of the World Cup. And then he posted on Truth Social soon after that. Well, actually, before that, he said, Canada's got to get these fires figured out. They're polluting our skies. Maybe we should put a tariff on it. So now there is a tariff coming, but everybody's trying to say, I think at least for legal purposes, oh no, this has nothing to do with what the president posted 24 hours ago, that we're all fed up with how Canada can't solve these fires. They're just saying it's part of unfair trade practices.
And some things are exempt from, there's some things that are exempt from the tariffs, right? It's like critical minerals and a couple of other things.
Yeah, the tariffs that are proposed only cover about 5% of the trade that Canada and the United States do. So, you know, what is this all about? I mean, is it the same thing that we just went through in February that went all the way to the Supreme Court, or is it something different? Well, after having taken a look at this, it's much different. So what happened in February when the Supreme Court struck down Trump's executive orders was that the Supreme Court said that the IEEPA, the International Economic Powers Act, did not provide Trump the authority to levy tariffs, and that it was in the purview of Congress. Here, it's different. It's actually a Tariff Act that specifically gives the president the power to levy up to 50% additional tariffs on countries that are shown to be discriminatory against the U.S. products. So, but this is going to have a lot of pushback, obviously, and the tariffs don't go into effect for at least 30 days. And within the 30 days, there's bound to be tons of lawsuits to stop the tariffs from going into effect. So what Trump is going to say, though, is that Canada is discriminating against U.S. companies. And this is a power that I have from the 1930 Act to levy these 50% tariffs. So it's a completely different argument than before.
You know, what we saw last time, too, is that tariffs was a part of a negotiating tool, right?
Yeah.
And he wrote the book, The Art of the Deal, and he's kind of a businessman by trade, as we all know. So do you think that is part of it, too? Like, maybe because it doesn't happen for another 30 days, that's like his window to Canada, like, let's get something moving.
This is certainly in the shadow of negotiations for the JCPA, which is the trade agreement that the United States has with Canada. And right now, they're in negotiations for a 6-year trade agreement. And Canada, you know, it was interesting. They didn't say that they were going to reciprocate and do their own additional 50% tariffs to match ours. They just said, we'll negotiate with the Trump administration. So that was interesting because their posture before, when Trump gave them the tariffs last year, was to levy tariffs against the United States too. But they're not doing that. So this is definitely being done for negotiation purposes.